Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We're taking the EZA PHY Super Vegito into Red Zone, once again in against the Mega. And the Shadow Dragons, for some reason they don't like me. They really don't like me right now, so not only have you decided to immediately lock Goku, but you have also decided to seal the gods. You couldn't have just done one or the other, you had to do both. Op behavior, man. It's just op behavior. What can you do? I mean, at least they have guard right now. But yeah, I've gone from really looking forward to using the likes of EZA Super Buu in this event to Super Vegito not having the same, I guess, response. Yeah, not looking forward to this one in the slightest, because don't get me wrong, that 80% damage reduction, he's going to be countering and tanking the majority of basics in this game for nothing, which is great. And as I said, he's going to be countering them as well. Not that his crit counters are going to be doing all too much damage, but he could pretty much tank and counter probably 95% of this game's basic attacks for nothing, which is great. However, because this man's defense solely just comes from his passive of the 150% he starts with, and then the 90% he builds up for being hit every 3 times in battle, his defense is honestly in a piss poor spot. Like, I don't know if you remember from the showcase, but after being fully built up, which doesn't take long because he only has to be hit 3 times, he has about 200k defense, which 200k defense with 80% damage reduction, as said, against basics, amazing. He can tank every basic in the game. But if this man gets even slightly breathed on or catches like a particle of any difficult enemy's super attack, he is dead. He is dead. You can have a Whis active, some of the early phases he'll be fine, which using a Whis in early phases is literally unheard of at this point. But even a Whis against like a cooler core, and this man might still generally actually die. I'm not even joking. Like, he has 148k defense right now. The only benefit, as I said, is the 80% damage reduction to normals. But outside of that, yeah, no, this man could easily, it's curtains. It's honestly curtains. Like, at least here he has type advantage, so it shouldn't be too bad, and building him up is literally going to take no time at all, because again, type advantage, 80% damage reduction, he's fine. And even if he does get supered, I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to hurt, but we're not going to die at least. But the damage he's probably going to be able to take against the Shadow Dragons while having type advantage is still probably stupid for an EZA that's popped up in 2023. Not only that as well, this is an anniversary EZA, right? You know, don't get me wrong, there are typically EZAs during the anniversary which top the others. Like, it just naturally happens. Don't get me wrong, last year we had EZA Tech God Goku, probably one of the best EZAs we had. Outside of his damage reduction though, he's a fairly okay EZA, nothing insane. But then, you know, you also had the likes of EZAs for the year 3 units, the year 4 units, and year 4s were ridiculously good. And then this year, to be fair, the same can be said for this year. Let me just utilize my SSJ4's guard right now. The same can be said for this year. SSBK's EZA is ridiculous. Like, he's literally one of the hardest hit units in the game by a mile. You know, Guns, not as good as some of the other EZAs, but he's still very good, still very solid. Then you have the year 5 EZAs who are ridiculous, like they're literally back on top. And Super Buu, really good. And then for some reason Super Vegito just got shagged, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they just gave like the guy in the office who just despises Vegito for some reason like the ability to do this. Like, he was given the task, oh yeah, Jim, do Super Vegito's EZA for us, and he's just like, oh perfect, I'm gonna ruin him. I'm just gonna ruin him. Like, I don't understand what happened. We're gonna have to pop a Whis, because I have next to no health, and also, you know, I was gonna say also we have tight disadvantage. If we get super attacked, it literally doesn't matter, we are gonna die. Even if we had full health, there's a big chance we die. But I mean, at least Gogeta Blue's here to dodge and just do his thing. I don't get it, man. I don't get what they were thinking with him. Like, they didn't give him anything special. They gave him updated numbers and nothing else. Like, the only units that work on, granted, people will still say there's not a big enough of a change, but the only units that actually works on are units that are already ridiculously good before they get their EZAs, and all they actually need is a bit of an update, a bit of a new coat of paint, a bit of polish. Do you know what I mean? But Vegito needed more, like just giving him or let him like allowing him to work off his raw defense. Are you really dodging my counters? What's your problem? What is your beef with me, like, of doing these red zone videos recently? Like, he doesn't have a lot going for him as it is. Why are you dodging his counters? Like, he's not gonna hurt you. He doesn't have the capability to do so. Why are you being an op? Yeah, I'm gonna pop this just to get through this phase quicker. But it's just like, I don't know what they were thinking, man. Like, I don't know what happened. And the thing that really, like, confuses me is this is a Vegito. I'm gonna pop this as well just to get through this even quicker. I don't trust it. But the thing that actually just confuses me and baffles me so much is this is a Vegito unit. Like, this is one of the hypest characters in the whole game, and they didn't do too much for him. Like, by the way, this orb placement right now is a bitch. Like, why are you trapping all the orbs I need? I mean, we do have a Whis active, so there is that, but this is the best I'm gonna do, and we can recoup some HP with all these tech orbs. But I'm like, yeah, this is a super Vegito unit, and you made him meaty? Like, what? Like, when has there ever been a super Vegito or some form of Vegito unit that weren't like the side ones, like all those base Vegito EZAs, excluding them? When was there a Vegito unit that was meaty upon release? This guy's foundations for an EZA were really good as well, like what they could have done with it, but they gave him no SA effect, they gave him no multiplier in the passive, nothing. If you just gave him attacking defense when attacking, or attacking defense on super like 50, 100%, he actually would have been in a much, much better spot, even with just that small change. You didn't even give him that. Like, generally, I'm not even being funny, after the, like, red zone runs, and then just for the sheer shits and giggles and content purposes of taking him into the Shadow Dragon event when the Shenron event or stage actually drops, can you counter that, please? Because I think we're gonna die if you don't. Thank you, love that change. But yeah, after the Sin Shenron stage drops, I'm probably never gonna use this unit again unless I have to. Like, he is generally that bad. Like, he has 237k defense. Cool. Gogeta Blue has 236, but Gogeta Blue has 4 more turns of building his defense up by 50% because of his super. Like, why didn't you give him that? Like, that's something Dokkan I'm actually going to risk it, having him in slot 1, just to be like, oh, look, 80% damage reduction, no basic hurts him, no. Like, Dokkan gives that to a lot of units recently as well. It's like, here's 3, 4, maybe even 5 turns of build up where you're raising your attacking defense by 30 or 50%. Why don't you just give him that? That would have helped him so much. Like, he's got no damage. Like, don't get me wrong, he can counter, so the damage kind of adds up, but like, it's just not enough. Like, he does hardly any damage. He's got hardly any defense. If he gets supered by anyone in the game, even do you know what, even an ESPR enemy, maybe even a Super Battle Road enemy, and he has a high chance that he will die. How is that coming from a 2023 EZA? That's crazy to me. Like, I don't know where they were wrong with this guy. Like, he's so, like, if I just put it bluntly, he's so shit. It's literally as simple as that. He is so shit. He's so bad. But hey, at least he's going to be able to tank every basic in the game for nothing. Which, to be fair, a lot of units, once they, as I said, built up or have super attack, they can kind of do that anyway. Like, I didn't want to use the Whis, but we've been sitting on, like, next to no health for, like, the majority of this run. But, I mean, one thing's guaranteed. Even if I didn't use the Whis because of the type advantage and the 8% damage reduction this man's got, he's going to be tanking double digits for this phase either. Like, spoiler alert. Like, he's also going to be tanking double digits. Like, it's a guarantee. I don't get how they made this guy, like, the way he is. It's not even one of those ones where it's like, oh, do you know what, Cooler Core might catch him, oh, Broly might catch him on a super. No, every stage with every phase may actually murder this man. Every phase where he could be super attacked, which is all of them, every stage of Red Zone, even Super Battle Road and ESPR, will actually catch this man and do him some damage, which is insane. He has 200k defense, for God's sake. What do you think he was going to do with that? Like, like, you have to be very unlucky, like very, very lucky to like, for him to never be caught by a super, which is just not going to happen. But like, I do not know what they were thinking with this man. I mean, at least one thing with Omega's final phase, like, he has the KO, so like, you kind of know when the super attacks come in and you can kind of avoid it. But that's one stage. Like, it's just, I don't know what they were thinking with this guy. Like, I just generally don't have answers. I don't have answers. Maybe they just overestimated how good he actually is, because he ain't it. He ain't it, Chief. He ain't it. Like, at least when VB dropped, right? And even, do you know what? What's funny is, Fizz VB is actually comparable to him to this day, because he has counters and stuff. That's his big thing, is like damage reduction and counters. Super attacks are going to hurt him. But at least he had some SA effects in on his super attack, where he's raising his attack and defense only by 30%, mind you. But he has the ability to super attack like 3-4 times. So while he's not going to have insane levels of defense, and I mean especially nowadays because his EZA is aged at this point by like 3 years, but at least he has a bit extra to him. You know, at least got a bit extra padding if he is to be super attacked. And if, you know, he doesn't, we actually might die here unless again Gogeta decides to counter, which is a possibility. There we go. He's doing his thing right now. But yeah, at least he has the possibility to super attack multiple times, and also has the damage reduction and the counters as well. You could have given this man the ability to super attack multiple times. That could have been something that could have helped him with an SA effect. You could have given him built-in additionals. That's probably just a VB thing, but still. At least VB had that, like the potential to super attack 3-4 times while raising his attack and defense on super, while having the damage reduction and counters. Whereas this man is just counters and vibes. I mean, we made it through. And as I said, obviously on the counters or on the basics, he tanked for double digits every single time. And he's going to do that in every single red zone stage there is. But he could die at any moment from a singular super attack. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking with this guy. He's so bad. He's so bad. He's not even worth bringing, but for the content, we'll use him. But he's so bad. But let me know your thoughts of him down in the comments. I can't imagine they're good. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. And peace.